Selena from Celiac Dietitian, and I am a registered dietitian specializing in the dietary management of celiac disease and the gluten-free diet. And I want to thank Testimonial for having me on. I became a dietitian because I love food and I love to eat. Number one, hands down, that was the biggest motivation. The second one was that I love learning the science behind food and how it behaves in cooking and baking, and also how food can affect our nutritional health on our body. And so my love of food combined with the science and nutrition of food seemed like a dietitian was the absolute perfect fit. So if I were to think of anything that's misunderstood in terms of a healthy diet, I would say it's the exclusion or the thought that full fat, full sugar items like cookies, cakes, muffins, scones, ice cream can't be a part of a healthy diet. I think that's just totally opposite in the way that we should be thinking when it comes to a healthy diet. These foods play a pivotal role in allowing us to connect with others through cultural events or family events. I like to call them foods for the soul, and they play an equally as important role as our traditional healthy foods on our mental health, and that is very, very important. One of my favorite mixes would be the Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1 baking flour mix. It's a blue bag because it's been tested in multiple recipes, it stands the test of time, and it's also widely available at multiple different grocery stores. It's nice to have that when you want to just mix up one of your favorite recipes. Other items that I like to recommend that can be a little bit more fussy with gluten-free, things like cakes and cookies, I like to recommend a mix that's been specially formulated for those items so that it turns out and it tastes good. One of my favorite ones is the gluten-free Betty Crocker Chocolate Devil's Cake. Works wonderful for birthdays. If you believe that you have celiac disease, definitely get screened for celiac via the TTG antibody before removing gluten from the diet. If you don't do this, this could potentially have negative consequences down the road in terms of ongoing symptoms, as well as your family, as family would be at higher risk for celiac disease, and you can help spare them years of being undiagnosed. Finding gluten-free snacks on the go, grab and go, that are really nice and quick and tasty are awesome options. The Ariana's cinnamon energy balls look like a great option. They're filled with nice whole food ingredients that would promote satiety, so I would love to try those. One of my favorite nutrition hacks would be when I bake. So I'm a baker, I love to bake, so I use this quite often, is to sub out 25% of the flour called for in a quick bread recipe with ground flax. It helps to up the fiber, the omega-3, as well as the satiety when you're eating quick bread types of items. A quick bread is a muffin, a loaf, or a pancake, or a waffle. And you would, for example, if it calls for 1 cup of all-purpose flour mix, you would use 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour mix and 1/4 cup of ground flax. It only works with quick breads. So for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you'll definitely know, hands down, that my favorite item that is baked, that's gluten-free of course, is a scone. Any fruit combinations, any savory combinations, I'm all for it. I absolutely love having a coffee and a scone in the morning as a type of snack. The most influential person would probably be my mom. She really influenced my behaviors around food, as well as how to prepare delicious food. I grew up cooking with her, and as such, I learned how to prepare some of the basic meals that I go to often now at home. Especially growing up, we made a lot of soups and stews and one-pot meals, that type of thing, and I now love soup. Is one of my favorite items. I could eat it all day long, and I am a great soup maker because of my mom.